Here's what's making news now around Indiana, brought to you by your Indiana Fever. Well, the University of Notre Dame says its endowment pool ended the fiscal year in June with $13.1 billion. That's up from $11.8 billion the previous year. Chief Investment Officer Scott Malpas adds the pool saw a slight decrease in performance with a 12.2% return for the year. As part of an economic development mission to Italy, Indiana has opened a business development office in Milan. During the three-day trip, members of the delegation also met with businesses in Italy's Motor Valley to promote collaboration with the state's automotive manufacturing and motorsports industries. Some 4,000 RV dealers visited Elkhart this week. The annual Elkhart RV Dealer Open House, billed as the largest show of its kind in the world. Some 30 manufacturers showcased their products at events in their own facilities or elsewhere throughout the region. And the Indiana Chamber of Commerce has named Purdue University President Mitch Daniels its 2018 Business Leader of the Year. The Chamber citing achievements including 7 years of frozen tuition and growth of the Discovery Park District at Purdue. Well, our month-long Behind the Gates at Crane series wraps up this week with a look at the installation's unique value. Senior leadership from both the Navy and Army provide an overview of the base's history, heritage, and strong ties to southern Indiana. It has been part of the southwest Indiana landscape since the early 1940s, covering more than 60,000 acres, and today employing more than 5,000 Hoosiers. But Naval Support Activity Crane remains one of Indiana's best-kept secrets.
We have 3 mission areas. Most of it's technical. In fact, about 2/3 of my workforce is technical in nature. But we have these 3 mission areas. We support strategic deterrence mission, electronic warfare, and what we call expeditionary warfare. In those 3 areas, we do research, development, testing, and evaluation of the warfare systems that we deploy mostly to the Navy and Marine Corps warfighters out in the field. And our support that we provide to them is from before a system is born to its eventual, I'll call it death and disposal. And even in particular at the end of life for these systems, there's a lot of technical work that goes into extending these systems. Sometimes we have to make them last 50 years.
When you talk about the R&D and the federal labs piece of this and the research and the innovation that goes on here, give people an idea of some of the cool things that are going on kind of behind the scenes here.
So we do quite a bit of work. I mentioned our strategic deterrence work. So that encompasses the Trident missile system, Ohio-class submarines. We do quite a bit of work on both the submarine and in the missile systems. Also, if you take a look at electronic warfare, we support both aviation, shipboard, and undersea assets in that area in varying capabilities, whether it's radars or signal detection and other areas. And then with the Marine Corps and the Special Operation Forces, we're the center of engineering for all Navy small arms, 50 caliber and smaller. So there's really quite a bit of direct influence in those areas. And also, even if you can cross all 3 of those areas together in some instances, that's even a more unique capability that we have in supporting our warfighters.
Crane is home to the world's 3rd largest naval installation, but there is also an Army presence here. In fact, Crane is the 2nd largest Army ammunition depot in the world.
The mission for Crane Army is to mostly ship, receive, and store ammunition and make sure that the ammunition is safe and that it's ready whenever the warfighter needs that ammunition. We also do production operations and a lot of demilitarization work because as a large storage facility, we maintain stocks that eventually go out of service or the weapon system is no longer needed, and so we demilitarize that ammunition as well.
Talk to the extent that you can about the scope of the shipping, the logistics, all the things that goes on here on a daily basis.
We ship around 30-some trucks a day. That's normally around probably a 5-year average of 32,000 short tons of ammunition that we ship annually. And then we also receive about another 25,000 short tons of ammunition. And then as well, we demilitarize somewhere around 7,000 short tons a year as well.
For all of its size, cutting-edge technology, and enormous economic impact, it is the collaboration between Navy and Army that some suggest is Crane's true unique value.